Rabara song.
Oh. Yep.
Is it recording right now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck.
I'm getting my notes out. I'm just trying to get
I won't actually go through my clips right now.
No, it's okay. Well, actually, check this clip of me the other day.
Turn my radio off.
Check out my clip I posted. I saw you liked it, but I just wanted to make sure that you actually saw it.
In person.
I just wanted to make sure you saw it. Check this clip I saw. I know, they're warming up. Fuck them. I know it's class right now. Just look at this clip real quick.
Yep.
Shut up, kids. This is what real parkour people do.
Remember when I sent this to you? Remember that? Remember when I sent you that clip?
Oh no, I just want to start off. Welcome to the Real Parkour Podcast. Chances are, if you're here, you've searched what parkour is, and hopefully I'm here with Billy Bobblin. He's a seasoned veteran, over 40 years in the game of parkour, one of the founders.
41, but it's fine.
Right, sorry. I mean,
you said overs.
You're born in February.
Yeah.
Leap years.
Leap years, yeah. 41 leap years of parkour.
That's how you know that it's actually a funny thing you say that, because some of the world's greatest parkour athletes were actually born on leap years. So Tim Champion.
Yeah. It's like that documentary Leap London.
I think it was actually, it was Jump London, it was Stride Britain, and then I think it was Leap Lithuania, something like that.
Go Step Geneva.
Sure. Matt, will you pull that up? Matt, he's in the bathroom right now. We got our specialist Matt Reiner working the camera. Shout out to Matt Reiner.
Sure, he's a nice guy.
He runs the Firestorm Galaxy Instagram page if you need him. He also created all the flyers for the Discourse Jam.
Oh.
So you just got to make sure.
He's got that going for him.
There were so many years the parkour community was creating flyers and just not giving people the credit that they deserved for those flyers. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
There were so many years that were going by. I was like,
how hard is it to
the jam is cool. Well, the jam is cool and stuff, but who made the flyer? It's not the person organizing the jam.
This is a real question, so we're gonna get to the bottom of.
We need to, again, you know nothing about parkour. We are the professionals. We're here to let you know where the sport really is. So anyways.
I'm no professor, but I'm definitely going to get it figured out today.
Well, the parkour professor, he died about 100 years ago.
What the fuck?
So I just want to start off by saying, clearly, we're here at Firestorm Ultra.
That's true.
Now, Billy Bobblin's, none of anything, I'm just saying this for you and for the community and for Firestorm as a whole. None of his opinions reflect or represent Firestorm Ultra.
That's true. Billy Bobblin, myself.
Billy Bobblin is an independent entity. He does not work at Firestorm Ultra. Stop pretending like he does. It's kind of not fair. I think they should get some royalties if you're going to get in 1%.
Well, I told them I'd coach if they opened a Goblin class, but they just couldn't get enough signups for the Goblin mode. It's a little intimidating.
It's like Back to the Future. They're not ready for it. You can't hit a guitar solo in the 40s. It's not going to work. Anyways, so that being said, Billy Bobblin does not reflect or represent the thoughts and opinions of Firestorm Freerunning Ultra. However, I do.
One scene in Avatar, so when he's fighting Ozai, he goes up and he's like this.
Yeah, and then he shoots everything out. Yeah.
No, it's when he's grabbing, grabs his legs, arms and legs with rocks.
Well played.
First try.
First try? First tee?
That's a hard one to reel in. I'm going to do it back down.
Oh boy, yep. Adjust. Almost had it.
I didn't adjust enough. I have been working here for 20 years. I helped create, actually, me and my little brother David, we actually made this whole mezzanine here.
Yep.
And
except for this was old Justinio. Pull it together.
Maybe
Pull it together.
We'll cut it. Okay, there's gonna be lots of cuts in here.
Good.
Lots of cuts in here. Should I explain like the thing, or should we just keep going?
I mean, I think it's really for you. I think what the important thing is pick one thing that we can go like way too in depth on,
You're
like
right.
precision jumps or flips and parkour, efficient movement, like just any of that.
You're
and then I think we'll flow from there.
Okay, that's. I think that will do the Italian job.
Yeah. You know what? We can do a whole episode of just Italian job and how fucking worthless it is. It's just such a know-nothing move, dude.
Okay, hold on. Don't. I know you didn't just call my favorite move worthless. Let's not. We'll get to that in my.
You gotta
next
censor
series.
that,
Seriously.
like censor out what I'm saying right there. Whoa! We cannot say that. You're gonna get canceled, Billy.
Yeah, if you want to hear what Billy just said,
Subscribe to the Flowtech Premium.
you subscribe to the Join channel. Subscribe. The joiners know what he said. The joiners know. So let's try to cater to the beginner viewer, because I feel like there's a lot of misconception in bringing new people into parkour, and everyone starts out and they're like, where do I learn parkour? Where do I learn backflips? Like, how do I get started?
Yes.
Where do I get going?
It's unfair how common those two are said back to back.
Right, exactly. It's like I've always, ever since I've watched Dragon Ball Z, fucking when Goku punched Cell right in his pussy, and then fucking Cell like boom, like boom, you know what I mean? And like blew up his fist, and then he double backed out of the air like.
That's when I knew parkour was for me.
That was when I realized I was like, I gotta hit bench press today. My chest is immaculate.
Goku didn't give up.
I like this place.
Goku pushed.
Okay, so anyway, so let's say you look this up, and you might kind of find a tutorial like one of those fucking, that Paul guy that's fucking boxing everybody. That's like, he's always trying to start a controversy. He's always trying to start a controversy just for attention.
Yep, he's always getting into that.
I get it.
Yeah.
He's starting all that internet bull. Now there's certain moves that I do that people say.
Real quick, take like 2 steps back. Kind of just in the shadow. Turn this way? Yeah. That's good.
Wait, no, this way.
Nope, shadowed.
Okay, yeah.
Shadowed out.
Okay. You're shadowed out?
Yeah, fully. Turn this way. More. There.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Hat back a little bit.
Now, there's certain moves that people tell me I can only do in the gym on certain surfaces, but Flowtech tip number 2008. You just gotta look harder, alright? Now here at Murdy, we got the nice linoleum set up at the skate park. That allows you to do so many cooler Flowtech things.
Damn.
Elbow slide in.
Ooh.
Head spins. Just gotta use your head. Jason
Paul.
Yep. Paul. That guy,
Accredited parkour and b-boy expert Jason Paul.
It's true, yeah.
Yep.
I just want to be like him.
I'd say he's been posting some history stuff lately. I gotta give him a little bit of credit on that.
Some parkour
It's
history.
some parkour history stuff. It's been interesting.
That's good. Well, see, that's why we made
That's
this,
why we're
because
kinda
he's
doing this
fucking
stuff.
lying. He's fucking lying to you all. And this is the real parkour
This is
podcast.
the real shit.
So you're wondering, do I watch Jason's videos then? He made this whole extensive parkour beginner library on YouTube. It's like free. It's for the people. Maybe you click on this.
Bobblin.
Well, it's
That's
actually
my cousin.
it's actually his middle surname. He's actually Jason Paul Rothschild. And if you follow the money trails, you can see why. It's funny that Farang shut
He
down.
actually
because
owns Red Bull.
Farang actually closed down right before the East Asian tariffs were set up, and you can only assume that they might have known something. I don't know. Let us know in the comments below if you think the collapse of Farang was actually a financially planned.
It's all
money
connected.
move. It's all connected. It all comes back to UF. Urban.
Do it.
I'll show you that too. We'll just cut.
Just paste it on.
It's like white.
Gets it. Like
I was
he's.
this close. I was this close.
I know.
Bro.
To be fair, it's a sick logo. I gotta give him credit.
Right,
It's a sick
it's
logo.
cool,
It
man.
is cool. It's just a shame that it represents.
Is it
That-
Babylonian? Is it Sumerian? Is it fucking Hindu?
Well, the
What
way
is it?
I heard it described I know this is gonna sound like a gag, but for real, what I heard it described was it's water going around a rock. That's what it's supposed to be. It's finding the efficient movement. It's like that old Bruce Lee statement of being like water.
Oh.
You throw a boulder into a lake, or not a lake, a river. You throw a boulder into a river, the water doesn't stop; it goes around it. And so that was the main idea. From what I heard, was it was a stone with water flowing around it, and it was you flowing around the obstacle. That was the whole point of the logo. But I don't know.
So
that's just
we'll
the
pop
lore
the
I've
logo
heard.
right here.
Yeah, and you guys decide what you think.
As you can see, there's most times historically, anciently, I was there when they first started doing this.
I watched Urban Free Flow back in the day when I was getting into it, like, I don't know, 1947 or whatever. Because I'm like 500 years old or whatever. But I remember on the original YouTube channel, I used to watch that shit all the time. And actually, low-key, God, I'm such a fucking idiot. Anyways.
Sorry, you do parkour, what do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. I'm already so low. There's no lower place for me to go. God. But I think honestly one of the best things Urban Free Flow ever offered was, you remember those 30-second videos they do just showing a move? Do you remember those? Those were like some of the most beneficial things on the planet at the time. Like no one, it's hard to explain, but like at the time when YouTube was so new, there was no shit like that. Whatever. Like I remember being in high school and friends of mine who had already been doing parkour and free running and training it a bit. We called Kongs, we called them cat leaps. No, we called them dog leaps because we were so far off. We called them dog leaps. There was a bunch of moves that we just had wrong ass names for. I can't even remember like any of them now because they're all wiped because of the proper terminology, I guess, but like or the current terminology, which keeps changing and shifting. Like I still don't get flat free. Like I get it in skating, but I don't get it in free running. Like every time I do it, they're like too much backflip or not enough backflip, and I'm like, is it a backflip or not?
Well, see, that's the catch-22 is that you actually do inline skating, and so you know
very
what you're
light,
talking about.
Very light inline. I will say this. I am an obsessive inline dork. Like I will watch it all the fucking time. Like I actually probably watch more aggressive inline than I do free running videos now. Like I watch it a lot. Like Basement, shout out to Basement, Sean and Colin Kelso. You guys put out just the best content all the time on YouTube. Like Spaceman 2, everybody go watch Spaceman 2. You want to see some insane shit? That is where it's at. That shit is
Educate yourselves.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been with it's. Let's see how far along we want to get started on this topic because I've really been curious on your opinion on the whole merging of Heelys into the sport. And, you know, I never really thought that. Like, cause Heelys.
Shout out Tab Brothers. Have you ever seen that edit?
I have.
Dude, I gotta give him credit.
One of the greatest.
That is one of the best
made.
edits. If you could find the Tap Brothers Heelys edit, that shit is amazing. They actually pulled it off pretty well.
So good. Tap Brothers, some of the most original content you've ever made. We copied their intro.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, Texas Insanity,
fucking
shout out. One of my favorite videos ever made.
Literally, 80s sitcoms copied their intro. Like it's so iconic. I mean, and you know, I was gonna say the
Full
tutorials.
Twist House. That's a terrible joke, but I can't help myself. Everywhere you look.
Twins.
Yeah, they're just dumb holding.
They were actually, the Olsen twins were actually the original twin parkour.
Tap sisters.
And that's
But for real, I know I'm being a shithead, but shout out Tap Bros. Like, they did put out some crazy shit back in the day. I did love them quite a bit.
I'm pretty sure Bob Saget did make them the Tap Sisters, if you think about it. It's a little deep cut. Let us know in the
Rest
comments.
in peace, Saget.
Seriously. Yeah, he's dead. He's not going to say shit.
He's not going to say anything.
Let us know in the comments if you think...
That is so far, dude.
We'll cut it. So anyways, back to starting parkour.
That's for the Patreon cut. That's what that one's for.
If you'd like to hear what I just said, you gotta be a joiner. You gotta be a joiner, sorry. You'll never know. Okay, so back to the start, your journey in parkour. You might ask yourself, do I go to a fucking parkour gym? There are facilities.
I mean, now...
Definitely don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because parkour is an outdoor sport. Let's just get that clear. It started outdoors. It's going to stay outdoors. Okay? If you're going to go to a gym to practice parkour, they better have the fucking garage doors open. That's all I got to say.
I need all the runway I can get.
Another way you could kind of, like, I feel like, we should probably talk about jams. And
Yes.
like getting started with parkour. You want to get in touch with the community. Like 90% of parkour is just networking and cup checking at the gyms.
That is kind of what
I don't ever do anything unless I think somebody's trying to do something.
Or it's being filmed.
Right.
It needs to be filmed, bro.
Right.
Everything's got to be filmed, man. Get that clip.
When you start parkour, there are three rules you need to know. When in doubt, hip roll it out. Number 1. Number 2. I forgot number 2. It's gone.
Always record is number 2. Always record.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Number 2 is if you didn't film it, it didn't happen.
That's true. Big facts.
Number 3, if you did it in a gym, it literally didn't happen. It didn't happen. If it's in the gym, it's... Throw it up.
So, whenever we're flow teching, and like going for the flow, we want to make sure we're paying homage to like the forefathers of it. So we want to start off with something that actually is like some origin parkour, like a nice precision jump. But then we want to undo it immediately. We want to make sure we do the gap and then immediately show we didn't need to, and then we just go into us. So we just speak from the heart at that point. So we go in, nice precision jump. Oh, no more. And then here, do a little bit of that. One of these. Come in, roll down, little action, grind.
I can't keep up.
Over, come into this one, give him a couple of these. Cartwheel into scoot, then wall run. We're gonna come back through here, jump up, something like that. Roll over, pop you. You gotta end it with a trick. You gotta end it with at least one trick. Oh, and then tell the judges.
That's perfect. The bin. Daniel Ilbaka. It's a fucking trademark.
Yeah, I hate to break it to everyone who's
What?
competed in those parkour competitions in the gym,
Yeah.
but none of those counted.
It's true. It was a dream.
It wasn't true.
Take the red pill already. None of the shit you did in the gym, it doesn't count. If there was a spring floor involved, you should ask yourself if you would have landed
It's
it.
kind of like when you do a precision jump and you didn't land on the edge. You didn't do that precision jump.
It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
The Matrix doesn't line up like that. There are algorithms to this. It's like the indisputable mathematics of the world. So, just to get you started with that, when you go to a jam, expect to do everything except for parkour. I think that's really where we're going now. I mean,
if you want to talk about parkour gyms, we can talk about parkour gyms. We can get into that a bit and just kind of how they've changed over the years and how.
but maybe they haven't changed.
Well,
maybe it's always been like this.
Well, okay, maybe to some extent there has been some cup checking and some like who can do the biggest shit. But I will say, when I was younger, at least, they were way less of a thing, like an organized thing. It was more like you'd hear it from a friend of a friend who's like, oh, there's going to be a meetup here at this day, and then we'd like go to it and shit. It was like super casual and like so low, and like especially in like 2007 and 8, 9 when I was outside way more often. It was just you just run into people. It was weird because it was like Hart Park, for example, in Orange County. That is like a staple parkour section, and so like you'd have like impromptu what you would consider jams because it just lined up that everyone went there that day.
Right.
And that was a big part of it. It was just you'd meet up and link up with these people and be able to train and exchange ideas. Like I met a lot of really cool guys that I've never seen again who've taught me some really cool things like wall pop, fan step, crane, stuff like that.
Right.
Like that was not my tech originally. I saw some guy do that at Hillcrest Park like 15 years ago, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Show me that. Show me how to do that. And I figured it out with him and stuff. And shout out to a random guy I don't remember the name of, but thanks for that. That was really cool. And that's kind of what I miss more than anything was you would have more people coming from a different background and a different point of view of training and different like mentalities of trying to do new things and stuff like that. You would also run into like
sorry, I'm trying to maintain it.
No, you can laugh.
No, not
We're
you.
talking about parkour. It's
I'm
really
cooking
fun.
something up. Go on.
Okay.
Just go on.
You can go first.
No,
Because
please, I have to wait for you to end.
This is just. I just want to make this a disclaimer. Whether you can flip or not, never be this guy because he's the most annoying fucking guy at every fucking meetup or jam. I pulled up to a jam with the homie John, and this was John's like prime. Like John was fucking throwing down. John was killing. He's like first guy I saw doing corks off shit and like side pre's and shit. Like he was. No one will ever know because we didn't film it, but for real, John, if you ask anyone who was in the circle at the time, they'll tell you John was a fucking killer. He was like one of the best guys we had, hands down. And so me and John pulled up to the session with, I think our buddy Addison, I can't remember, but it was the three of us, and we pulled up to the park to train like normal, and there were PKLA people there. We're like, oh, cool, more guys to trade with, like, it'll be awesome. And we get out there and we're running around with them, and we're talking to them, and I think I did a stride precision front tuck, which we talked about.
Oh yeah, stride pre-pop front.
Pre-pop front. It's a classic. I'm in the
but
free
good.
running club.
There's
line.
nothing. Yeah.
Did you see how I did a parkour followed by a gymnastics? Yeah. Yes. I'm
Well,
in the free
at
running
least
club.
you didn't have to fucking stick it then. Anyway.
Yeah.
Come on. At least it counted
That's
there.
true. They only docked points a little bit on that one, so that's nice.
Fucking deductions. Those adjudication boards change every year for parkour.
Yeah, especially at those public parks.
Yes.
But this guy comes up to us and he's like, "Oh, so you guys are like free running people, like parkour guys?" And we're like, "Yeah, I mean, we're doing parkour, so hope that's the giveaway." You know, and we're trying to talk to him about it and whatnot. And he just says, very confidently, "You know, I could flip. I just choose not to because I just don't see how it's useful in any way." And I'm like, "Yeah, we don't care, man. Like, it's fine. You don't have to flip. Like, you know, you don't have to do flips. Like, it's really not a big aspect of it, but even back then that was a thing. Like even back then, like that was still a discussion. I mean nowadays who gives a shit? Like I don't think anybody really even notices or cares, but
What, if you flip or don't?
yeah, like,
Oh, they notice. They notice. If you don't throw again, another tip for you all watching at home. If you don't throw a fucking flip at your first outdoor jam,
did it even happen?
maybe try curling. Maybe try an ice sport.
Yeah, if you're not doing double full off everything,
No,
then
seriously.
what are you
it's
doing?
like there are certain things. You know, the kid that could backflip right off the bat, he just did parkour first try.
Yeah.
There's that kid. He was always ahead of the curve back when we were training and shit. And now it's like the kid who can do double full first try. Like he's immediately,
in the club.
fucking Ellis Tornhall's like wakes up somewhere in Sweden or whatever. You
In
know,
a
like
hot
it,
sweat.
there's seriously.
He's coming
like,
for my title.
ears constantly hot.
Okay, well, I do have to say on that note though, shout out to Ellis Torhall for being one of the only guys I can see who actually is able to put those huge acrobatic movements in a line. It's
Sure.
like, it's very rare that you see it in an actual continuous line. Yeah, he will still do some flow techie back and forth stuff and some around the same obstacle, but like I think that's actually, when back to parkour jams, that's actually kind of the problem with a parkour jam is there is this inherent, I am trying to get a bunch of cool clips to show off that I was at the jam, instead of actually trying to push yourself to be a better athlete and learn from people at the jam. Like when we went to that shit, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
I think so.
okay, there's this we went to, like, up in LA, and it was, I didn't get what the deal was when I got there, and so, like, I got there, I just was told it's a parkour
Oh
jam.
no, that wasn't a jam. No, I know what you're talking about. It was up at the observatory. That wasn't a jam. That was the Tempest athlete tryout.
That's what it,
That's what it was. Because Nate Weston was there, a bunch of really high-end athletes were there.
That's what
And so you pulled up. I remember I begged you. I was like, David, please bring Sterling. David, I know you're already coming to the jam. You always come out.
Yeah, you brought
Please
Billy
bring
instead.
Sterling." I know. And then Billy fucking shows. I was like,
what a prick.
This is before I knew how cool Billy was. I didn't really know. Different generations. He's second, I'm third. And second.
That's
Emma Kasai, I hardly knew her. It's actually gonna work. But I fucking, we show up and
Kasai pulling up
everybody's.
to the jam.
Emma Kasai left after that shit. But no, everyone's
Shout out David Bell.
showing up and they're like, fuck man, I gotta do my biggest crazy,
Yeah.
craziest trick and land it right on Nate Weston's dick.
And again, sorry to cut you off.
No.
This is where I feel
So
weird
off.
because okay, just full disclosure, like I feel way out of touch with like a lot of the current athletes.
Oh, you didn't even know.
I didn't even know who he was. All right, this is Floto Swaggins right here. He's got this shit in the bag.
Quick lesson.
Yep.
Basics. Flow Tech 101. Rolls.
Oh,
okay, now there's lots
preach.
of different ways to roll. I'll show you the basics here.
Yep.
We got the bell, the Fucon,
Oh, that's good.
reverse bell,
Let's go.
of course, the flare.
Yes, you gotta have that one.
We call that one the flare because it's not your good side, so it's all right. Makes sense. Of course, the cheek to cheek
Oh, it's a classic. Yep.
transition. Wait, you see that? Now I'm going.
Perfect.
Cheek up, down, here, swing, back McCreary,
Oh, there you go.
double McCreary,
Oh, that's a good one. I don't even know if he's landed that. Oh, good.
reverse bell.
Reverse bell.
Simple. Flow Tech 101,
Preach, brother. Preach.
week 1. Oh, fuck. Might have overheated. I don't think so, though. That's so weird. Oh, you know what? It probably did. It probably did that weird
Oh, yeah.
switch
It
mode thing
do
that it does. Fuck.
That's fun.
So, sorry. Fucking Matt fell asleep on the job and he fucking
Technical
had
difficulty.
technical difficulties. But what I was saying is that it was such a, like a bad
Energy.
energy.
Dude,
Yeah,
it really
seriously.
was, like,
nobody was going to teach you a single fucking move there.
Dude, and
you know?
everyone, it was so weird, and maybe it's a generational thing, maybe it's just the way that it's evolved to being so much more social media based, which, like, shout out to YouTube for showing me parkour, but also shout out to YouTube for almost ruining parkour as well, so, like, you know, it's a give take, it's like a weird double-edged sword, because, like, I wouldn't be here doing this shit without it, like, I
Right.
wouldn't, but, like,
Right, exactly. You can't deny the
influence,
right.
but at the same time, it's like kind of also is a drag on it. Cause okay, so I've just in messages with like people that I've talked to on Instagram and stuff like that, like they'll say stuff that I'm like, you don't like. I was talking to a lady last night. I don't know if she's comfortable with me saying it, but she's a nice lady I've known for a long time. I've done stunts with her, I've done fight scenes with her. She's cool. But she said something that I think is kind of a good, like almost the antithesis of like this, not antithesis, but like that's a wrong word. Don't use that, kids.
It's alright, they wouldn't know the right.
But it's almost like the crystalline, like exact, what it was she was asking me about like what are drills that I can do to improve my jumps. She's having a hard time jumping.
Right.
And she was talking about how her Kong vault, she wants a double Kong really bad. And I said, well, how's your dive Kong? And she goes, it's okay, it's just not at an impressive level. And I was like, that doesn't matter though. Impressive level, that's so subjective. Like, I mean, like if you're comparing yourself to guys who are doing like 12-foot dive Kongs or 12-foot double Kongs on Instagram or YouTube, that's not a common occurrence. That's something that those guys have drilled out, or they're just willing to take the dig on it, or they're willing to eat it on that. Like, to me, any dive Kong you do successfully, that's impressive. Like, that's more than impressive. That's more than most people can ever do or ever achieve. And it's a difficult skill set. And it's like, she's defeating herself before she's even gotten out to attempt it, because she's seeing other people and immediately comparing herself to them.
Right.
And I think a lot of these kids do the exact same thing, especially at these jams. They go to the jam, they see someone hit double A twist, and they're like, oh, all my stuff sucks now because I can't do that exact move that guy did. And it's like, well, that's not fucking true at all. That's
and
not.
It's super easy to succumb to that.
Yeah, it's easy to
100%.
put yourself down and say that you're not capable, and it's like, no, you're more than capable, and you can do whatever you want out here, but you don't have to keep comparing yourself to people in that same way. And that's kind of how that thing felt, or whatever, where it's like.
And not like it was like the jam's fault.
No,
for
it's
that.
not. Again, it's not the jam's
that.
fault.
It's
It was
literally the presence of those pro athletes or pro athletes, whatever, high level athletes that were there that put that pressure on people. And I
again,
obviously
it's not their
felt,
fault either.
Right, I felt the same pressure, and I almost felt the pull in a way where and I'm just like, I coined the term hipster. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, that was you.
I just, it was me back in the day. Different podcast.
Yeah.
But
Different life. Back when I was in figure skating.
I felt the pull and the need to prove myself to Nate. I mean, he showed up in a wife beater and I had like arms out and everything. But I felt the pull to prove myself so much that I almost went the opposite way. I was like, oh, I can feel myself wanting to go harder now because the stakes are higher. And then I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna smoke over here with this dude over here. And then, you know what I mean? I almost like I was like, no, I'm not even gonna try.
There was a
now.
surprising amount of blunts at that jam.
Seriously? Well, I mean, he fucking showed up cold as hell and just hit calm gainer to fucking ginger. It's just like the most disgusting thing ever.
About right.
Cold,
Actually.
ice cold. It was like a dive ginger.
Yeah. Fat.
Dive, fucking.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Disgusting.
It was disgusting, and then went back and finished the blunt.
Yeah.
Again, you know who I'm talking
You
about.
know exactly who I'm talking
And
about.
I'm not gonna say who
No,
it
shout
is.
out, because respect. He's a very good.
You guys can't handle weed.
Well, but okay, that's also another note on that though. While I consider him an extremely impressive athlete, he's not necessarily a parkour dude.
No.
He's a really good flipper,
right.
Incredible flipper, like one of the best flippers I've ever seen or met in person.
Yes. He was at War of the Walls, and
Yeah.
he fucking absorbed the
Yeah.
COVID award. That
He dominated.
we had an award for sickest trick.
Yeah,
and it was just
fucker-
the COVID molecule.
Yeah,
and
and
he
fucker
fucking-
came out and just was like, did the freestyle start? And we're like, yeah, and he just did standing double full on concrete. And I'm like, well,
That was it.
give it to him. Yeah, because
Sure.
no one else is gonna hit that here. But again, as impressive and cool as that is, it's not parkour. It's
Right.
not that. And I think that's kind of
Which
what's
is
missing.
why we deliberated it as sickest trick.
Yeah,
rather
because
than
it is a sick trick.
Fucking champion best line
Yeah.
of the day, first place. You notice
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
We gave him props, but we didn't fuck the whole competition up. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But sorry, just on that note with James, the only thing that I want to say is, in my opinion, the best thing you can do when you go to a jam is, first of all, meet people and
Right.
decide who you actually want to hang out with in this community, not based off of their followers or who follows who, or, oh, you gotta follow such and such, or you gotta pay attention to whoever. Like, I mean, even earlier tonight, I was over at, shout out Luke Kick SoCal, I was over there training before I
Don't do
came here. You can bleep it, that'd be really funny. But no, I was training over there, and there's this guy there, Alec, incredible tech. Like, he was throwing some fucking creative ass combos, God, what was the one he kept doing? It was just tripping me the fuck out the way he was going into it. But basically, he was doing this crazy techie stuff into Miss-Lake Butterfly Twist and trying to swing it out and do all sorts of crazy technical things. And I was really stoked on his style, and I was really impressed with him. And I got his info so that we could link up and he could come through and train more. Dude is like criminally underrated. He's got like 80 followers or something like that. I'm like, dude, you're throwing more difficult combinations and more difficult tech than like most people that pull up at these sessions. Like way more technical prowess and stuff. And he's like, yeah, but I don't really care about that. And he's like, he doesn't care about followers, and he doesn't care. He's just really passionate about the thing. He was showing me clips on his phone that he didn't post of like incredible tech. Like he was doing I really enjoyed, like, we're talking about tricking for just a moment, but I really enjoyed this one transition I've been doing, which
No,
is...
we do that. It's where you scoot full off the block.
I was going to get to that, but
Like
yeah.
this thing, we do the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think
We have Snapu,
Well,
too.
let us know in the comments what you think came first, parkour or tricking. Let us know in the comments below, because I personally saw standing gainer double full by Pip Anderson fucking ages before I saw somebody hit cart dub. So I don't know. I just again, this isn't the debate. I don't want to debate with you.
Definitely.
You don't have to say. I know that you have your sponsorships.
Billy doesn't care. Billy don't give no fucks. Billy ran out of them yesterday.
Anyways, you're saying.
No, it's just by watching him move and talking with him afterwards, he was showing me some clips of some really incredible tech that I was really impressed by, that I thought he should be posting, but again, he doesn't really even care to post it because he's just in it for the fact of doing it. Like, he's just in it to do it, you know what I mean? He's just passionate about it, stoked on it.
That's why he's not getting anywhere.
Well,
How else do you listen? How else do you?
that's
Back in the old days, we would teach each other shit, and we would all kind of move along at a mediocre level. How are you gonna fucking get to the top if you're not spitting on motherfuckers that shine brighter than you?
Well, and also, like, what's the top Like what's the top of
Tell you
parkour?
where the top is.
What's the top of parkour?
Come there. Those fucking news bulletins right there. Alright, spreading the good word of backflips.
Alright guys, back again, flow tech lesson. So we just talked about the cheek to cheek and how it has multiple applications, and we're gonna want to remember that these days, we don't necessarily want to land our tricks. That's been done, it's old. So like side flip, for example, like that's cool, but it's stale. It's been there. So what we want to do is fall on purpose. So we're gonna fall, no landing it, no continuing momentum, except into our nice solid cheek to cheek. So we go side flip, come through, cheek to cheek, and then now if you have linoleum, it actually gives you a lot of opportunities to flow and do things that really serve you no purpose, but extend your line so you can fill that gap of time. We really only have one trick to try to show off.
That's
True.
I'm just saying, we're not gonna get anywhere, folks, by being friendly.
But my only point with that is,
Sorry.
the only point I'm making is, if you look at people as their follower count, you completely miss the person as a whole.
Right, it's about the quality of the followers. It's not about the number. It's actually about who's following you. Like my
Shout out.
only follower that matters. No offense, Billy, or my girlfriend. Fucking Chase Armitage.
That's a big
Chase
one.
Armitage followed me, and that's all that matters, bro. That's all that matters. You know, I basically have one follower right now. Like 1 out of 300 counts. It's like I get it. Sorry, go on. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality of your followers.
I just mean, I made a cool new friend, based it solely off of movement and based solely off of tech, and that's what people are missing from a lot of these parkour
Right.
jams. I think that's a huge aspect. Is you should be looking at them as people, not as an account that you can get to follow you, which I think is really silly.
I think that's also the change in the sport too. We did it as a hobby. It's a fucking job now. It's a career. Not only that, it's like a life choice. So again, it's like if we could do
Life
this,
is full of choices.
or we could do that. I'm just saying. Step up Webster is easier.
I feel like you have something to say.
I'm just saying.
Got something on your mind you want to get out real quick about
I'm just
parkour
saying-
jams?
I'm just not really. I'm just saying that's the attitude you need to bring to the jam. Is that like you're in my fucking way right now? Like you're literally in the way of my line, and Nate Weston is over there,
And he needs to
and
see
he
my
needs
line.
to fucking see it. You understand?
Yep.
And oh my God, sorry. Just another warning before you go and start parkour at jam. Never, ever, golden rule of parkour: never congratulate somebody on what they fucking did.
Oh my
Way
god.
to make yourself look like a fucking
Dude.
beginner. Oh, good job, dude. That was
God.
really cool. No, none of that shit.
That is
None
so
of that shit. Again, are we doing this? Are we like, you know how hard it is to fly while you're carrying something?
I do.
Just
hate,
drop it.
I do hate that shit.
Just
I
drop
hate the unwillingness to compliment someone on doing a good job.
How
It is
fucking dare you.
so fucking
like, shut
insulting. It's like so fucking mean. And it's like, well, and it's like people like the problem I have with it sometimes is like I'll see someone do something dope and I'm like, oh dude, that was fucking awesome, and they think I'm clowning on them. They think I'm making fun of them.
No.
They think I'm like, dude, that was fucking awesome. What you did was cool. That was a sick line. And they're like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, dude, I'm not insulted. What the fuck? Like, we've come so fucking hard on it and gotten to such a like, oh, I'm too cool for parkour, but it's my life. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, dude, you're at a parkour jam right now. You're not the cool guy. You're done, dude. Like, you're already fucking cooked. Like, there's guys off doing way cool shit everywhere else.
Like I was saying before, which anime main character are you?
Oh my.
Which one are you?
Oh god, dude.
Secret
I
weeb?
swear. Yeah, secret weeb. I don't think it's a secret that 90% of parkour practitioners are obsessed with anime. Oh my god.
Which again is fine.
It's
okay. It's okay, but
It's
don't
fine.
fucking swing your fucking wallet chain at me and your fucking jorts and then go home and
Dye your hair
and
another
fucking
color.
stroke it to Sonic. I don't care. You're not fooling nobody, alright? You couldn't notice, I was a fucking
Okay,
dick in high school.
I just really want to note, we were totally talking about anime, and you just arbitrarily brought up Sonic the Hedgehog.
Is it not anime?
Famously a video game character from the 90s.
It's fucking animated, Jesus Christ. Don't come at me. Come
Yeah,
on.
to be fair, you're right. There's several animated anime Sonic the Hedgehogs, but it is very funny that of every anime thing you could have picked, with this wall of Dragon Ball Z behind us.
I feel like Sonic Smut is the most common. Like, it's like fucking
I don't know, maybe. I mean, he's definitely easy to draw, I'll tell
Yeah,
you that
that's what my
much.
friend. That's what my friend said. By the way, I don't know.
Yeah, asking
I
for
don't
a
know,
friend.
asking for a friend. So, dude, you know what happened the other day?
What's that?
Justin fucking sent me all this. Well, sorry, I'll bleep that out. It should be named. But this guy,
The parkour professor.
the fucking professor of parkour, sent me all this like weird softcore gay My Hero Academia shit. Like, sent it to my
Are
phone.
they like photos, or was it like drawings?
I'll show him right here.
Yeah,
It's just kind of weird. I don't
I
know.
wonder what the implication was there.
I mean,
But
hopefully a
anyways,
raise.
at a job you don't have?
I've been working here. I sleep on this couch here.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh shit, hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello? Hey love. I'm shooting the cast right now. Oh my god, I do have the keys.
you gotta go.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be home soon. Well,
He's on the road.
I know, I'm sorry, love. We're almost done. I love you. She said it back.
She said it back. That had to confirm for us. In case you guys
Okay.
couldn't hear her on the mic.
Some things that I kind of wrote down some notes here. Some things that, well, I just want to say, going back to like kind of how things have changed. I just want to start by saying, like, I think that Daniel Ilabaka had it wrong. I think he was
Okay, so we're just
wrong.
hopping shit
Alright,
from
so-
Parkour Jam.
real quick.
We're just
Well, no,
not
it's still about Parkour Jam because I think Daniel was wrong. He always used to be like, "Hey, you know, falling is a choice." You know, he sounded like that. And he's like, "You choose not to fall because you're afraid, because you're not something like along the lines
Yep.
of that." Something
Spot on.
spot on, right? Yes, we've all seen the video. You know,
Afraid to fall? Fall because you're afraid.
there's that guy. So.
Okay.
What did he invent? Calm front or something? I think.
Yeah, that was him. I
Way
don't know.
before gymnastics.
I will say, I gotta give him a shout out. He was the first guy I ever saw do a flyaway double fold regrab, or lache, I should say. Flyaway double fold lache. That was like, God, 15 years ago, and he fucking iced that thing out. It looks so
Of course,
nice.
he's
yeah,
Danny.
he's Danny.
He's
He's the goat.
The resurrection of Christ.
Yeah,
It's
so
like-
shout out to Daniel Obaka. We'll take many shots at him, but for real,
No,
like the
for
guy is a fucking killer. He's
I'll show
one
you a
of, one of
video.
the best free runners to have ever.
the only guy to ever strided across water, as you can see. But anyways, he's always talking about choosing not to fall.
Yeah.
But like, you know, nowadays, like, we choose to fall in these gyms.
You're
We
right.
do these workshops, and I think like choosing, you know, in any sport or anything, it's all about like pioneering your sport and going where it's uncharted, you know.
In the future.
And like literally for like 120 years, people were like, "I'm going to choose not to fall." Actually, sorry, I have to just do a clean impression. I know Danny personally, and it's like I just don't want to like ruin his name. You know what I mean? I know. Like,
God, I hope I can find it. There's a really funny picture of me and Coach Freelo standing with Daniel Obaka, and you can tell how pumped we are and how not pumped he is. He is just doing his best to put up with it. It's the funniest picture. I gotta find it.
But just saying, before you start parkour, you should probably get into ukemi. You're gonna encounter this a lot, falling by choice. So you just need to make sure that you know how to do it properly. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just a little bit, but I mean, like, you could speed it up with this Amos shit. I'd be a lot happier. Hey, I brought a dish rag here. I'm gonna put it on the vault box. I'm just gonna eat shit for an hour. Yep, that's class.
So expect to learn how to fall, how to have flow workshops.
Oh,
And those are the most important things. And make sure you attend the seminars at your jams. It's not going to, don't worry, it's not going to be training or anything strenuous. You can wear whatever you want. You can just film the entire seminar if you want it from the outside and then practice it at home. It's something I did for a long time. I would show up to jams and practice Ukemi at home on my couch with cushions, you know. Just because the hand slapping gets a little rough. The hand slaps. It's part of
It's a little aggressive.
the noise displaces the energy, and so the louder you slap, you know, like really the highest tech would be. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you. The highest tech would be. What's up to code?
It's up to
I
code.
double back, go in, and I fall. I displace. See, that was a good one. That one hurt less.
It's good.
So it actually. The more noise you make, you know, like I never figured out like the top level where you like use your diaphragm.
Ha!
You need something like this. Ah,
It's just like wushu. Jayo, mate.
fuck! Oh shit. Yeah, some people try to say that like flow isn't a skill; it's like a reflection of skill. But those people don't fucking. Those people clearly don't practice flows on Wednesdays and Sundays. They don't have their designated flow days.
Well, where's the moon at? That'll determine everything on my flow.
That's so fucking true, dude.
Yeah. What cycle? What
Well,
phase are
I
we
was
in?
gonna say sometimes with like a full moon, when I'm on my cycle in the full moon, my flow is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Anyways, so we can watch your flow, monitor your flow throughout the month, because you can learn a lot about it. And if you actually did you know if you put your flow inside of plants, it gives them a lot of nutrients.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Alex. Fucking A, man. It's your show. I'm just a guest.
Oh, fuck. So everyone needs to learn. You know, this is a true story here. No bit.
Okay.
No bit. I'm watching parkour tutorials on on the internet. My older brother comes up and he's like, "God, you're just watching this fucking gay ass parkour shit, right?" It just gives me I'm saying it
No, that
as
was
an impression of my brother back in
was
2006.
the shit I would
This
hear a
was
lot.
right.
No, I can't tell you how many times I was at the park and I'd do like a front flip and someone yelled cheerleader like
No,
across the
seriously,
It's like
dude.
nonstop.
G
bro.
bombs back then
Yeah.
were being dropped like it was
Everywhere,
Nagasaki.
dude.
It was just fucking everywhere.
One. One.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. One bad park comment, and I'm doing high school wrestling for
Well, then
4
we
years.
then we have the office to thank for getting our name out there,
I
which is
know.
pretty sweet.
I know. I decided to, after all the flack from the office,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm done doing a sport that fucking is being made fun of outrageously on the internet. And then Ray Gun came out on the Olympics for breakdancing, and I was like, that's for me. I'm gonna do breaking now. I'm gonna do breaking. I was like, two of these sports, like this. This, you know what I'm saying?
Hop in between them.
Hop in between.
Just like
them.
a kangaroo would,
It's like a
maybe.
fucking hopping company. So,
It's a nice hat, by the way.
anyways, back to jams. Nobody cares about the art stuff. Can we just stop the art stuff and just talk?
I do have to ask what the thought process is. If you're at a parkour jam, aren't you there to do parkour, right? Like that's the whole. It's okay, so
where it's
that's changed.
That's changed.
That's not
It's
a
really
thing.
just like a way to garner like self-love and respect. for
That's what it
yourself,
is.
right?
Okay.
And then you actually, if you're really smart, you'll use the fact that all your friends are too scared to like tell you what's good and bad, and then you'll use that and you'll place it right here into these money-making events, and then make everybody show up for your nice little concert thing that you normally wouldn't sell tickets for.
But now.
But now, since everybody doesn't want to be called a douchebag, they're all gonna show up. Maybe we'll cut this part. I don't know. Might be too close to home.
You're not wrong. It's 100% what happened, and that's why I didn't go. So I didn't pull up.
It's true, and I was suckered in because I knew.
I will say this to anyone who actually watches this: if you're doing a parkour jam, you should probably make it about parkour instead of about literally everything else around it. Like, I'm not showing up to get a shit tattoo about a day that I barely am going to fucking remember. Like, I'm just not going to do that.
I don't have money. I don't have money, you guys. We don't have money. Stop taking money from us for your projects. Go to the public and take their money, and then, you know, why don't you bring it to parkour? Stop taking money from parkour. Stop it. You know why there hasn't been a War of the Walls 3? Because I don't have money to give you guys. If I was smart, I would fucking raise the price of it and then, you know, have everybody come out to an outdoor location for $20 a pop, more expensive than the Fit Expo, for no reason other than to fill the pot and my pocket. But I'm not smart, okay? I'm a dumbass and I love this community, and I'm going to give you all the money.
It sure does feel like that, doesn't it, though? It sure feels like, man, I love this community. What a fucking idiot I am.
Just saying. You just dropped a new line of War of the Wall shirts.
You want a few of these? You want a few of these bad boys?
Support the community.
Hey, yours has a year on it.
It's true.
Let's look.
So
Hold
this,
down on me?
see, with this year stamp, it wasn't a factory mistake. It was just someone.
I love the idea of that being a mistake. It's in the same font and everything.
It is. This is the first run of order, and then game.
Alright, action.
Included in the Flowtech program is our Flowtech Fitness. A lot of people think you could just jump into Flowtech the first day. They're wrong, unfortunately. You have to be at peak level of physical fitness. With Flowtech, we offer these specialized parkour techniques. The chameleon crawl.
Perfect.
Backwards, of course,
It's a little advanced.
but very necessary. Calisthenics related things like flagpoles.
Yes.
Another essential parkour
I mean, I really just...
training exercise.
I fail to see how you'd get through the day without it.
It's true. Make sure you get it on both sides of the pole.
There you go. Oh, that was good. That's good. And remember too, the attempt is what counts.
It's always about trying.
Yeah. Even if you don't land it, it's okay. You got this. You got this. Yo, that was it. We got a good single shot in there. That'll work. Yeah.
That's why both sides of the pole is important.
Yeah. Don't forget, it's all about the
Never
gram.
gonna be plumb.
No, they don't
And
do
it
that
shouldn't
anymore.
It shouldn't be.
I think they outlawed that in '86.
I think it's actually a good time that we talk about another gym stereotype. My old coach, Justin Taylor, used to tell me you'll never find an angled wall outside, but clearly we've hit the jackpot, folks.
Ooh, look at this thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a patch of linoleum on the backside of
You
this
know,
building here.
it could be in there. This is the old dang dangler right here.
This is where you practice certain wall connections, you know. Now you could start with, you know, well, let's just be honest here. They talk about the cherry on top, like it's the end of it, but everybody fucking knows you eat the cherry first. So when you're building your Flowtech line, you gotta officiate the cut out.
Yeah, like mid-recording. Oh, your battery's almost dead.
It's all right.
Yeah, keep going. You're good right now. It's rolling.
Keep going.
It's rolling.
So we start the most efficient wall move.
Oh, banging. Oh, there it is.
To our Flowtech line.
Yes.
Soul Stealer.
Oh, good.
Wait. Sorry. Exorcist.
Oh, dang. Perfect execution.
Switch walk. Soul Stealer.
Yep.
Reverse Soul Stealer. Hip roll. You had to name that one. At the end there, did you see I used the wall for the roll? I'll show you again.
It's a move only capable and able in Flowtech.
Forward. Reverse. Touch the wall. And with style. Flowtech.
Flowtech. Flowtech. What do you think?
I think You made it.
Just right about the most essential parkour practice. Tennis tag. If you don't have a partner, you can play with yourself. 2 hits is fine. So is the floor. It's just really about touching, you know? Balls are small targets, so it's very easy to miss your hands when you're going for an arm jump to cat grab. But the best way to practice this, of course, is with a friend.
Yeah.
I have my friend Sterling here help me. Gotta get in a nice position here. Yep. Yep, mine.
Yep.
Mine.
Yep.
Gotta call it mine.
Mine.
Double hand. I see you.
That one? That's a good
Wait.
one. Oh, there it is.
It's a point for me.
That's a free.
Again, great way to really help you with the pre-tech.
Get you nice and accurate. You gotta make sure you get nice and accurate with your feet. I mean, that's the real trick all the time. You wanna make sure.
See? Translates right.
That right there is the only reason I can do this right here. Just saying.
You learned that in week 3.
Just science. Just
Full
science.
advance.